Hello, is it me you're looking for? I can see it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile that India are going to chase it down and be ultimate test winners. As you can see with my smile and Kohli still being there, not out, lots of Indian fans, including myself, are going to go into this Sunday with a lot of nervousness and excitement in equal measure. And my name's Avni Sheikh Day, and I have Mel Farrell with me. And you're watching Quarrel with Farrell. On the show today, Mel plays peekaboo.
that's me. That's me trying to see.
There are always prizes to be won. And yup, I call Mel a liar. Lots more. Stay tuned. You don't want to miss this. Right, now first segment called Howzzat.
Howzzat!
How is Shubman Gill given out, Mel? How's that happened?
Well, look, let's say those they're always tricky ones. Those ones, aren't they? The low catch. Cameron Green obviously felt he'd taken it cleanly. He said so afterwards. We asked him in the press conference, and he said he felt it was a clean catch all the way through. I think part of the problem, I was discussing this with some colleagues, is that I think when the law was written for those kinds of close catches, I don't think that he had in mind the times of super slow-mo cameras that can zoom in and see every little blade of grass. Is there a blade of grass sticking up in between the fingers? If it touches the ball, then does that count? It's just always going to be a really tricky one, isn't it? When it's that close, and we see that all the time. It's always a bit controversial. It was interesting. The shot from behind was the one that I found interesting. Oh, there we go. That one was interesting. It just goes to show how you can see whatever you want in that. Because I thought at first that looked as though he'd taken it cleanly, like it looks like his fingers are underneath it. Where other people have sort of saying, well, look, there's a gap between this finger and this finger. So maybe, surely the ball has hit the ground there. Then you've got the benefit of the doubt going to the batter. It's just toss a coin on that one. What the funny thing is, they obviously removed the soft signal before this test match. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense. I'm happy with that. And all I've done since this incident is wonder what the soft signal would have been. At the end of the day, it's been given out, and that's all that matters. So Shubman Gill, I noticed, has tweeted a zoom in of that picture with a couple of magnifying glasses. So stirring the pot just a little bit, which is absolutely fine as well. And quite a few others. India fans are obviously going to be very upset about it. But look, at the end of the day, you've got Kohli and Rahane still out there in the middle. It may not make any difference to this test match at all. Always a tricky one. When I first saw it, I thought not out. I then veered back towards, yeah, probably out. But I'm not going to argue with anyone who strongly feels that way. Just remember, the laws are pretty tricky when it comes to uneven ground and blades of grass and everything else. It's very, very tough to I think adjudicate for those reasons. It'll keep people talking for a while. If India manage to do something incredible, then no one will care, will they?
No one will care. I'll tell you a fascinating subplot, and I don't want to be cheeky like any other sort on Twitter, but the whole Richard Kettleborough being third umpire gave me really horrible vibes. So it was like out in my head, then not out. And then I was like, oh, wait a second, something's rung a bell here. And then I was like, it's going to be out. It's going to be out for sure. And it was given out. So look, Australian fans will have their say. Indian fans will look at it differently. I think even Virendra Sehwag tweeted about it saying inconclusive evidence. I just wonder, because I was seeing what you tweeted about soft signal, if that was part of it, whether the umpires on field would have gone and said, you know what, maybe would give the benefit of the doubt to the batter. But as it stands, like you said, Kohli and Rahane, that's all that matters. So that was the How's That segment. Let's get into the second segment, because day 4, lots happened. And here we have
Mel's Pick of the Day.
Who are you going in with today? Because Australia started the day 123 for 4, Cam Green looked good. There was a couple of contributions from Carey and Stark as well. Who are you going for? Funnily
Yeah,
enough.
it's actually a tricky one because India's bowlers kind of shared wickets around. That was, I think, an important innings from Alex Carey in particular, of course. Not everyone has been as convinced about Alex Carey, but he batted really well at an important time, particularly with Stark. And then you had India coming in. Maybe I might give it to that final partnership because it just felt, and I forgot Cameron Green as well, although he might be controversial, but he also took, he's taken some blinding catches as well. Disregard that one, there have been some other brilliant ones. But I think that partnership between Rahane and Kohli still being out there at the end of the day is just so key to everything. I mean, still, let's face it, Australia is still well in front in this test match, and it is going to take something incredible. I've been thinking a lot about Sydney and that draw. I've been thinking a lot about Brisbane and that incredible win. So we know that that India is able to do it. I was also thinking about Kohli, and he wasn't there in Sydney or Brisbane, which was interesting because you think about that chase back then, and the ones I really think about are Rishabh Pant. I think about Vihari limping along with his broken hamstring, and of course Ashwin taking all those body blows, and those guys not being there. But Kohli wasn't there either. So with him and Rahane there, it's got Big Daddy Kohli century in an incredible situation. Waiting, doesn't it?
It's insane. Mel, I can't tell you. I'm trying to connect the dots. I'm thinking he loves a fight. He loves Australia. He loves a chase. He's a man for the big moment. Surely the stars are aligned. And I called it. You said that I think Smith Labuschagne will score most runs. I said Virat would. Left field choice, of course, because who would go for Virat? And then I've gone for him. So I'm thinking maybe he can add another 100 in his kitty. But dare I say, because look, they still need to get it at 3+ ticking over. So they'll have to go. And even though they've batted and negotiated the first 40 overs well, there'll be different things to really consider. That new ball, of course, is due another 40 overs and how it really gathers momentum to that final innings. Only what we can do, we can have a lot of fun right now, despite the wind blowing steadily across Mel right now. I'm sure it literally. And let's move on to the segment which we call Lines. Right, so we played this game with JP Duminy, we played with Darren Goff, we've also played it with a few others on cricket.com. We'll play with Mel Farrell today, and it's a simple game. If you guys know, you know. It is, of course, 3 rounds, me taking on Mel in this case, and my producer has come up with 3 questions which Mel or me have to answer in 30 seconds, and one of us either test each other out. So the first question is this, Mel. How many cricket commentators can you name in 30 seconds? So if you can say a number, I can either better you or I can call you a liar. So how many can you name in 30 seconds? Cricket commentators.
20.
20, that's bold. Farrell being absolutely bold over there. I would go 21.
Ooh. So do I have to accuse you of lies, or are you accusing me of lies?
It depends. Can you name 22, or you think I'm lying saying I can name 21?
Oh, so I have to up you, all right? So I have to go to 22.
Yeah, if
Okay,
you can.
22.
Okay,
22.
liar. I don't think you can name 22 in 30 seconds. Let's go. I'm going to start the timer in 3 seconds, and first name, second games count. So 22 in 30 seconds. How many cricket commentators can you name? Your time starts now, Melinda Farrell.
Ponting, Hayden, Harbhajan Singh, Deepak Gupta, Alison Mitchell, Mel Jones, Isha Guha, oh God, did I say Ravi Shastri? Sean Pollock, Lydia Greenway, Charles Dagnall, Aggers, Athers Nasser,
I'm sticking.
me! I'm one, I do it. Emily Rain's friend,
And time's up. I'm sorry, but time's up. I'll have to call it. How many did she get, boys? I think she didn't get 22. That we know. We'll put up the answers there. But well done, Mel. So I go 1-0 up this 3-match series, this mini 3-match series. So well done. You nearly took it. I think you named 17-8. Well played on that. Let's go to round 2 then. And this is the question for us. How many test stadiums can you name in 30 seconds, Melinda Farrell?
How many test stadiums? Maybe I shouldn't go too high this time. I'm going to go 18.
Oh, please, I can name 20. Surely.
Okay, 21.
23.
In 30 seconds. You got to get them out. Okay, 24.
Oh my God. I thought I was Big Billy Bollocks, but clearly Mel Farrell wants to challenge me. Mel, 24 test venues in 30 seconds. The stage is all yours. Your time starts now.
SCG, MCG, Gabba, Wacker, Optus Stadium, Bellerive, Monica Oval, Hagley Oval, the Wellington, Cape Tin, Edgbaston, Trent Bridge, Headingley, Old Trafford, Lords, Oval, Southampton Rose Bowl. Okay, let's go. Waikiki.
Yeah, it's time up. It's time up. And I'll tell you what, because you were battling the breeze and you were actually really, really close, the producers they said, you know what, Avnish, give it a Mel. We'll make it 1-1 and we'll take it down to the wire. And look, well played, because I knew you were being cheeky. I knew you'd go Australian Stadium first. Then because you're in England, you'd go all the England. And then, of course, because you're doing it with us, then India. So well played. Really, really love the modus operandi there, Mel. Beautiful. Final one, okay, and we ended on a tasty note, and I say that with a pun, of course. How many desserts can you name in 30 seconds? Desserts.
Desserts.
Yeah.
Desserts.
Yeah.
I'm not a big dessert person.
I'm not a sweet tooth person as well. I mean, I was
Okay.
nearly like diabetic last year, so.
Okay. I'll go 30 seconds. I'll go 20.
And someone said they didn't like desserts. What a liar. Okay, 20. Wow. Holy cow. Are there even 20 desserts? I want to say 21. Boy, don't I want to say 21. No, I'll actually let you go again. 20 desserts in 30 seconds is a bit of a challenge, Mel. It's a bit of a challenge.
Okay.
Okay, your time starts now.
Vanilla ice cream, chocolate ice cream, strawberry ice cream, caramel ice cream, banana ice cream, a spotted dick, apple cake, carrot cake, chocolate cake, banana cake, parfait, gulab jamun, rosmalai, toffee, apple pie, cherry pie, apple strudel, cherry strudel, apricot strudel.
Time's up. Time's up. Did she get it, boys? No, she was one shy. She was one shy. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Against all the odds. Imagine if it actually goes down to the wire like this with India and Australia. It'll be honestly a treat. I mean, if it just goes down to the wire. But Melinda Farrell, it's been a pleasure to play lies with you. I can now call you officially a liar.
Oh, I'm very offended, but I'll take it. Because I did try to cheat by you just saying all the kinds of ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, it was good play. And then you said all kinds of strudels as well. So then it just taught me about, oh my God, this woman knows her desserts. Right, brilliant stuff. So you haven't won that competition, but there's plenty to win from a viewer's perspective in our next and final segment called
Who Am I?
Yep, in Who Am I? We basically ask you guys to name the former India or Australia Test cricketer by throwing you a bunch of clues, 3 clues to be precise. And here are the rules before we get into the pictures and the clues, of course. All players in this quiz are India and Australia Test players. Winners only win if they get all 3 answers right. And all answers should be in the comments below. And obviously, whoever wins this particular competition, DM us on Twitter and we'll get in touch with you to win your merchandise. So let's get on with it. Let's, of course, throw that first picture up. And this one is an Australian cricketer, so Mel could actually get it. Look at the picture, Mel. All right. I think the Vodafone jersey gives it a clue, but I'll give you more clues. Now, this man, who we've blurred and circled out, of course, he's won the 2006 Champions Trophy. He has best test figures of 6 for 65. against Zimbabwe, believe it or not. And he was also part of the World Test 11 in 2010. Who is this?
That's me trying to see. No idea. You know, I'm no good at this game. I'm visually impaired and very dumb. So no.
Okay, fine, cool. We'll let that go. I think she's left that outside off stump. Fair play to her. Let's see if she can get the second one. And this man is Indian. We can get his picture on right now. Maybe the helmet is a clue. Maybe. Or maybe I'm just being magnanimous and generous with the viewers over here. But the main clues are this. He owns a restaurant in Bangalore called Night Watchman, or owned, correction, my producer tells me. He also has a Bollywood connection. Make whatever you want to make of that. And the all-important third clue, he's played 99 tests for India. Who is this gentleman? I think we can get this one now.
Yeah, I know this one, but if I tell you, then I'd have to kill you. So I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. I'm assuming Mel's got that, so we'll give her the points. Let's see if the viewers can get it in the comments below. And the final picture is we don't have the final picture. Do we have the final picture? Can we put it up, producer G? Now, this bloke is an Australian. He retired in 2016. He has worked with Cricket Ireland in some capacity. And he also got Sachin out on his test debut. So who are we talking about? I think Metal knows this one as well, right?
Am I allowed to guess? Is it Ryan Harris?
No, close. But, I mean, the last name starts with a similar alphabet that you mentioned.
A similar alphabet?
Yeah, it's the same alphabet of the last name that the bloke you just mentioned.
So, and with an H?
Yes. 1 + 1 is 2.
I was trying to think to 2016. You just don't understand how bad my memory is.
He's worked with Cricket Ireland as well.
Yeah, Cricket Ireland. That's what Yeah, Cricket Ireland.
And there are lots of blokes who've got Sachin out in their test debut, at least stats tell us that.
Yeah. No idea.
It's okay. Maybe we can let the viewers ponder about that while they...
Yeah, I'm basically... I mean, I know the answer to all of these, but I'm just trying to play along so that it's up to the viewers. You know, if I tell everyone who it is, then there's no guesswork for them.
Oh, that's perfect. I mean, that's why you're such a sensational broadcaster, right? You know exactly how to play it around and be smart when you have to. But look, that was a Who Am I segment. So hopefully lots of prizes to win for you guys out there. Let me just take this opportunity to announce the winner of the day 3 Who Am I quiz, and it goes to Mridul, who got all 3 right. So well done, sir. We will definitely send you your merchandise, provided that you DM us on Twitter and we can sort out the sizes and all of that stuff. Right, I just want to end the show by, of course, asking Mel her predictions on day 5, because she's told me to be in calm and check of my emotions, and she's got it spot on. So what's going to happen? 280 runs for India, 7 wickets for Australia. Surely the former, right?
Oh, I wouldn't say surely. Conventional wisdom says Australia gets 7 wickets. That as soon as they make a breakthrough, and the breakthrough will come, then we so often see with chasers, right, that look really tantalizing going into the last day, and then the game moves very, very quickly once it starts to move. So that's conventional wisdom. But at the same time, I think we could be in for a very special day tomorrow. It could be an absolute classic. I was there in Sydney when they pulled off the impossible for the draw. I mean, I don't think they want to draw. They want to win. There's no point coming here and sharing the mace with Australia, is there? So I think they'll push for it. My head still probably says Australia will take 7 wickets, but not always ahead. Sometimes it's here too. So we'll just wait and see. That's my feeling. Slightly in favour of Australia taking the 7 wickets. It should be more than that, but I'm always ready for India to pull off something spectacular.
I'm glad you threw that in there, because I was going to say boo, Melinda, boo, and stuff like that. But look, we love the tongue-in-cheek and brilliant. I mean, I'm just going to end it with a stat. 20 years ago, Australia conceded 418 in the 4th innings. 15 years ago, they conceded 414 in the fourth innings. And who knows, 2023, if they concede 444 in the fourth innings, I hope so. The rest, 140 crore Indians hope so. Maybe Melinda Farrell might agree with us or disagree with us. Let us know what you think in the comments, guys. That's all we have in Quarrel with Farrell. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Subscribe and tell a friend about the show. Like this particular video. And of course, follow our darling Mel Farrell on her socials as well. Plenty of fun content with her around too. That's all we have. It's a good morning, I should say. And we'll see you soon.